Consciousness is information. Consciousness is a living, breathing compendium or library of information that is informing the entire field around us. Not just here in front of us, locally, but distally as well. That consciousness has an organization. It has a pattern to it.
So throughout history, the field has been called many names, such as the web, spirit. It's been called the source, the one, the divine matrix. It's been called consciousness, God. These are shared in poetic terms thousands of years ago, but they're actually very accurately describing what the best science of the modern world is now discovering. We are in constant communication with this field. There's a dialogue that we may or may not recognize. We are speaking to the field, and the field is responding to us every moment of every day of our lives.
On my trips through Central America, I encountered scientists, healers, and shamans who described interacting with the unified field to heal the mind and transform consciousness. For them, vibration, frequency, and resonance are tools for freeing us from our limiting beliefs and expanding our sense of what's possible. With their guidance, I experienced viscerally that the field was not something outside of me, but a living force within me. Consciousness actually evolves according to the same predictable principles and patterns that characterize the field. One of Foster's mentors, Arthur Young, not only invented the Bell helicopter, he also discovered a roadmap for how consciousness evolves throughout nature.
Arthur Young's theory of process covers the entire sweep of evolution in 7 stages. In his book, The Reflexive Universe, The Evolution of Consciousness, he outlines how evolution is a process put in motion by purpose. A primal spark of consciousness from a field of pure potential begins to acquire new powers. From the push and pull dynamics of the subatomic realm to the acquiring of identity as atoms that then combine into molecules, each formation meeting the challenge to take the next step. It was when the molecule mastered temperature, a way to balance its inner and outer environments as cells, that life as we know it was born, a game changer. When cells mastered growth, plants were born. Then life, mastering mobility, created animals. And then, meeting the challenge of self-awareness, became human, became us. At each stage, a new challenge and a new capacity. Our human challenge, like that of the molecule, is to balance our inner and outer worlds, to come into harmony with ourselves, with each other, and with our environment. I believe that when we pass this test, what awaits us is a new freedom and creativity, the likes of which we can hardly imagine. Purpose is what drives the whole story. This is why knowing our purpose and aligning it with the dynamics of the field is so important. It can help us transcend the human conflicts that have taken us to the brink of self-destruction. Over the years, we've found powerful tools for evolving human consciousness. One of the most direct ways to tune ourselves to the field is with brainwave biofeedback. For many years, I worked with Dr. James Hart and his BioCybernaut technology. We did neural feedback research and training, teaching people how to reduce stress and to increase focus, healing, and intuition by getting real-time feedback on the frequencies of their brain. The brainwaves of most mammals, including humans, resonate at a particular frequency when at rest, but still alert. We're riding on a wave that scientists call the Schumann resonance, a frequency field surrounding the planet, vibrating at around 8 cycles per second. It's sometimes called the heartbeat of the Earth. It's like a still point, a portal between our inner and our outer worlds. Time and again, we observed yogis, Zen and Qigong masters, and proven psychics as they passed through that portal, remained awake and aware, and changed their states of consciousness the way most of us would switch channels on our TV. Dr. Hart's research shows that anyone can cultivate this ability to move between various brainwave states at will. It's a matter of practice. The notion that we're in a constant dialogue with the field helps explain how virtually all the scientists, doctors, philosophers, and shamans we met described getting profound insights, what they called downloads, in dreams, meditation, near-death experiences, or times of extreme focus. Others throughout history attribute information coming through in this way for such far-reaching inspirations as Elias Howe's invention of the sewing machine, German chemist Friedrich Kekule's discovery of the structure of the benzene molecule, Walter Russell's prediction of previously unknown atomic elements, and Paul McCartney's song Yesterday. Virtually everyone I've asked reports similar experiences in their own life.
For centuries, people have used meditation and prayer to access deeper awareness and connection to the divine. The silence and stillness required for achieving these states mirrors the process of accessing the field through the still point. Just as with energy and health technologies, personal stillness works like a straw to draw on the unified field and bring its infinite possibilities into our lives. Someone who's profoundly helped me to become more adept at finding my own stillness is my dear friend and teacher, Mitra Politi.
Meditation and prayer. In the essence of it, they are leading to the same place. It's a connection with Source. And then there is equilibrium. There is a meeting point between the divinity of the field to the divinity of oneself. Within meditation, for me, there is few major benefits. One is to reflect where I'm at with my actions and with my thoughts and with my feelings. Second, to bring a more soft dialogue between me and myself. And eventually to connect back to the Creator, to connect back to all that there is. Through that process, there is a thin zero point. It's the sound of silence that puts everything back into the place. You know? That is a great practice to bring to anything. That is a great practice to have as an ally. It's a great practice to keep us evolving in the right direction.
There's a lot of evidence that the field is responsive to the power of attention as well as to the power of intention. Two guides I met along my travels were Regan Hillier and Juan Pablo Barahona, who take a whole systems approach to helping people manifest what they want in their lives.
In the activation work that we do, it all starts from within. The more we expand our field and the more permeable we are to be in resonance, in vibration with the field that is around us, the more we can flow in synchronicity. It is a process of 7 stages related to the physical body, the mind, the emotions, the energy that flows through our nervous system and through our energy centers, and how that relates to the magnetic field that we emanate.
We don't always get in life what we dream about, but we do get what we tolerate. You see, if everyone got what they dream about, then everyone's dreams would instantly be here right now. But we do receive our minimum standard. That's a guarantee. So when I'm working with people, I'm always asking them, what's your dream? What's your vision? And we're connecting with that. But then we're looking at what is your current reality? Because your current reality is a direct reflection of everything that you're tolerating right now.
When we look around the world at our current reality, what are we tolerating? Why? Getting in touch with what's possible and tuning ourselves to a greater resonance have beckoned humanity throughout the ages. One method used all over the world is breath meditation. With each breath, we literally draw the life force of the field into our bodies.
So many of us have no idea how we're breathing at all. And the number one way that we can control our experience is to pay attention to our breath. Fear, sadness, stress, all of these things that cause illness or even just like physical pain, all of that, those are like low frequency energies that we carry in our field. So just by using your breath, by bringing in more oxygen, you kind of create this high frequency circuit that literally can change your electromagnetic field.
When I was in Central America checking out health technologies, I visited an extraordinary healing center called Rhythmia, where I was introduced to plant medicine. For thousands of years, indigenous people have used various plant medicines, including ayahuasca. When ingested in a sacred ceremony, these natural substances can create an altered state of consciousness that's conducive to physical, emotional, and spiritual breakthroughs.
One thing that separates us from lots of other retreat centers and plant medicine facilities and resorts is that we have a medical license. The benefit is that it puts people at great ease. And the whole goal of plant medicine is to let people relax enough to hear their soul.
When I listened to the shamans at Rhythmia describe what they were doing, I remember later telling Foster, it was like I was listening to the energy inventors. They were using exactly the same terms: vibration, frequency, and resonance. It was wild.
En las curaciones, digamos, cuando nosotros estamos en una conexión con los espíritus y la naturaleza, es una frecuencia muy alta. Entonces, cuando nosotros hacemos las curaciones, nos centramos, digamos, en esa frecuencia, como toda esa energía, entonces nosotros llegamos a ese principio de origen, donde desde ahí nosotros miramos muchos patrones. Así mismo nosotros hacemos los cantos, las curaciones para limpiar todo, digamos, todo el campo energético para que todo de ahí para adelante sea hermoso, algo dulce, digamos, para la vida.
As my teacher explains, we humans, we're based on sound, we're energy. So when we do healing, there's a block in the frequency, something's not matching up. And when we apply the song or the prayer, there's the counter frequency there to bring balance or resonance within that person's energetic field.
During the journey with the plant medicine, the reorganizing is happening first, so it can come in shape, in color. It can come as understanding. It can come as a death and rebirth process. It can come as a vision and insight. And there is always a subtle dialogue between challenge and awakening.
My experience with ayahuasca transformed my relationship with my mother, with my children, and most of all, the medicine showed me that none of us is ever alone, that expanded consciousness is always available, waiting to be our most exquisite, loving dance partner. I realized that science, spirituality, and ancient wisdom all converge in the unified field.